Sup all, JC3 here, the baller of YouTube, the general. Welcome to Topic Tackle. My take for today is on what many to believe to be the two most impressive scoring streaks in the history of the NBA, both set by Kobe Bryant, both to be examined in detail. But first, a shout out to everyone who has been tuning in and leaving feedback, especially on these last two videos on the Harden Volume 3 and LeBron's possible hint at leaving Cleveland for Miami. I appreciate it all and look forward to replying to your comments down below, so make sure to leave a thumbs up on this video and comment your opinion below on these scoring streaks, whether you really think they were all that or not. The Black Mamba ranks third on the all-time scoring list with 33,643 total points, and it makes sense considering some of the ridiculous scoring streaks he's had throughout his career. Let's start with the 40-point consecutive scoring streak from February 6th through 23rd, 2003. Bryant posted 40 or greater in 9 straight games, tying him with Michael Jordan for the 4th longest such streak in league history. Wilt Chamberlain holds the top 3 with 10, 14, and 14 straight games of 40 points or more. And not to diminish these accomplishments, but Wilt played in a totally different era and dropped in buckets over part-time NBA players, so that's that. Back to Bryant's streak, which was the same number of games as Jordan's, but greater in that during this streak, Kobe averaged 44 points per game compared to MJ's 41.6, and the Lakers also went 7-2 during the stretch. His best games came at Denver on a home-and-home back-to-back, where he dropped 51 points in 31 minutes. That's 1.65 points per minute. Game 6 of the streak saw the Lakers attempting to rebound from back-to-back losses, and Bryant aided in that effort, dropping 52 points in a double overtime win without Shaq. There were some close calls as well. Bryant had 40 in Game 5 against the Knicks, another 40 in Game 7 at the Jazz, and another 40 in Game 8 against the Trailblazers, where he hit a running jumper within the final 10 seconds to keep the streak alive. Looking at this feat in context, it may be the most impressive 40-point consecutive streak ever. The Lakers were missing Shaq 3 out of the 9 games, and yet Bryant still managed to propel them to 7-2. This was also the season after the Lakers' 3 previous titles, and with all that wear and tear, Bryant showed no signs of slowing down. Although Kobe had some off games throughout the streak, he still managed to get at least 40, and not garbage buckets either. Tough fall-away jumpers and shots off the dribble. But wait, we're not done, because Kobe accomplished something even greater a few years later. From March 16th to 23rd, 2007, Kobe became the only player to score 50 or more points in 4 straight games. This feat put him behind only, go ahead and guess, Wilt Chamberlain for most consecutive 50-point games. Chamberlain dropped 50 or more in 7, 6, 5, and 5 straight games during the 1961-62 season, and at this point we'll just call him a cyborg because that ain't real. Back to reality, where Bryant just dropped 50 or more in 4 straight games, and it may be more impressive considering the circumstances. Bryant was playing on the worst team in his career. Well, maybe the teams at the end of his career were worse, but for a playoff-minded Bryant in the prime of his career, his situation was less than ideal for sure. In order to gain timely wins, Bryant needed to drop loads of buckets because Kwame Brown wasn't going to. It started with 65 against Portland, and it was much needed as Kobe sent the game into overtime with a 3 and went on to do stuff like this in overtime for the win. He followed it up with a 50-point game against KG and the Timberwolves, where he would pull a move dubbed "No Sportsmanship for the Hall of Fame CPU" by one Chris Smoove, scoring a breakaway jam in the closing seconds to reach 50. The next game was at Memphis. He had 60. He did this, and a little of this. Finally, Bryant ended by dropping 50 at the New Orleans Hornets. 50 or more in 4 straight games, and 4 W's. I don't think we understand how hard this is to accomplish at any level, and in the NBA it's rare, bar none. But it makes sense considering Bryant's insane work ethic and specific workouts mentioned in his new book, The Mamba Mentality, How I Play. Great read, I recommend it. He could run for days due to sprinting workouts that gradually decreased rest time between sprints, and it showed. This was just crazy stamina to score, run, and score again relentlessly. So let me know what you think in the comments down below. Are Kobe's 40 and 50-point consecutive streaks the most impressive scoring streaks ever? Remember to subscribe, like, leave your feedback, comments down below. We'll be back with more Topic Tackle coming soon. JC3 out.